Hi everybody and welcome back or welcome to Weoley Tropicals. Today I'm going to come to you with another set from Jungle Seeds, and this is a plant that I wasn't really aware of until a couple of months back, and that's called Rodgersia. This one that I bought here are called Pinata Henrique hybrids. This one is a bit of an interesting one because there's two methods, and I've got like a whole page full of notes so I don't forget anything. These were two different methods, and what that involves is the time of year when to sow these. So ideally, what it was saying with AI is that it was February, March, so they get a little bit of the cold, that kind of snaps the seeds, cold stratification, and then they would come on the back of that. ChatGPT and stuff and RHS were completely different, so they were saying, one says that it did need it and one said that it didn't. So I'm going to give you both methods and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, and then we'll go from there with this particular plant. So without further waffle, let's get into it. So as I said, Rodgersia, I'll try and put some images on the screen. If I take the seed packet, I'll see if I've still got the discount code. I can't remember when it expires. I'm literally burning alive in the greenhouse. These really dinky little seeds. So when they're that size, they never want to be pushed down too far, so these would be ideal for a little seed tray, something like that. I'll show you the mix. I'm going to try and bang these videos out. As I did say in a previous video, I've just changed my job, and it's really difficult after 10 years to try and learn a brand new job, so I'm struggling a little bit to try and keep on track with these as well as doing that. So what I've got in there is that's normal compost that I got from Aldi, and it's kind of like a woody kind of mix. As you can see from there, there's a lot of like bark and bits in it. Ordinarily you can sieve those out should you want to, but I can't be bothered, and I think they'll be absolutely fine like that. And then the white stuff in there is called perlite, and that helps with the drainage, so no seeds really like to be waterlogged. So that's about 50-50 mix all the way through that. And literally all I'm going to do with these, I've got a little fancy little watering device here, and that's like an electronic sprayer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray. Hopefully there's enough water left in here. Yeah, there you go. So I'm going to spray that inside there just so you don't look like you're missing out. And I'm just going to pre-wet that compost. That should be ideal now. The reason I'm pre-wetting this is when you've got tiny, tiny little seeds like these, and you put them on that and you water them, they'll all pull together. They'll all sit on the top of the water and they'll all go into like wherever the lowest point is on the compost. So with me pre-wetting it, what I'm hoping that it does is that they kind of stick to kind of wherever they land. That's the kind of main thing. With these, I'm not gonna kind of handle these like I normally would. I'm literally just gonna get that and kind of rub it in between my fingers and just kind of try and space them out as much as possible, kind of pretending like as if they've just fallen off the plant. And then what I always do is show that up to the light to see if there's any additional seeds. They're all out. As you can see there, there's nothing to show you because you can't actually see those particular seeds, so they're tiny. So what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to get a handful of perlite and I'm just going to sprinkle that over the top. So Rodgersia, these are something that I've seen in quite a few people's gardens, like Tika Tropical, Gloss and George have got them, as well as many others. They're from Western China, so these are bulletproof as far as what we need in the UK. The leaves on them, I'll try and overlay something on the screen, are absolutely beautiful, and they come from the kind of mountain kind of forest areas over there. Hardy, far hardier than I am, -20 to -29 C, and in Fahrenheit that's -4 to 20 Fahrenheit. So the size on that they're between 90 and 150 centimeters, which is 3 to 5 feet tall, and the spread is 2 to 3 foot, which is 60 to 100 centimeters. These particular ones online told me that they had kind of soft pink to creamy white flowers that emerged from them. That the leaves on them are the real selling point with these, which they're large divided leaves that emerge bronze, kind of reddish before they mature into like a green colour. But the pictures of these, they look absolutely fantastic. They grow really well in part shade to full shade, but can take morning sun. I'm sure there's examples where people have got them being absolutely fully blasted by the sun and they're absolutely fine, but this is just what the online is telling me where they grow best. Especially being from like a mountainous forest, they are going to be the understory kind of plant, so that's the conditions that I imagine will work quite well for them. What they did say is these will die back over winter, And again, I'm sure I haven't tested these in my own garden, so I'm sure if you've got microclimates and stuff, they might be fine. Put in the comments if you've grown these before, if you know if they definitely die back or if they don't, because like I say, it's brand new to me. The temperature for these ones is fantastic for this time of year. So one of the methods, I think from the RHS, said that it just needs to be 18 to 20 degrees and they should pop in a couple of weeks to about 3 months, worst case scenario. Where the advice is different, AI on chat was saying keep them 18 to 20 for 1 to 2 weeks, then put them in the fridge 6 to 8 weeks, and then take them out and leave them 15 to 18 degrees under quite heavy artificial lights. The RHS basically just said keep these at around about 20 odd degrees. If after 3 months you've got no joy, put them in the fridge for 6 weeks and take them back out. So they're the two things that we're going to try. So I'm going to go with the easy method with these ones, and that's just going to be, I'm going to cover these with perlite, put them in the greenhouse so I can keep an eye on them. If after a couple of months they're not there, I'm going to bang them in the fridge and pull them back out. But like I say, the other method was 18 to 20 for a week or two, 6 to 8 weeks, so a month and a half to 2 months in the fridge, and then back out, and they should be absolutely fine. Or just do what I'm doing and just see if they'll germinate without that. Like I say, these haven't been kept in a particularly cold environment before, so I suppose we'll see what happens with these seeds. But for the cost of a seed packet, I'm not worried if they go wrong. I'll try the second method. They did say that the best time is February to March with these particular plants. Hopefully the Rodgersia might be something new to you. It also might not be, but put any information in the comments about this particular video. And as always, I'm going to keep you updated on the grow alongs at the moment. As a lot of these have only been done a couple of weeks ago, I haven't got anything at the moment to write home about. I have checked the bananas before now, but other than that, nothing's popped as of yet. But as we did say before, these are things that don't necessarily pop in a week or two. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you've got any useful information, put that in the comments as well. Thanks for watching.